So I promised, let me demonstrate how to work with ejabberd with Codespaces, a new GitHub features that allow you to develop directly in your browser. And yeah, basically check out ejabberd, develop in your browser using a package version of VS Code, Visual Studio Code package for your browser. So GitHub made a very good job packaging all the things and making all the things easy. So I already prepared everything to be able to run ejabberd in the .dev container so that you can just click that button. So if you have access to Codespaces, this is currently a beta for GitHub and you have to request for access. So if you have access to it, you should be able to see a button open with Codespaces. If this is not your own repo, when you click that, it will offer you to check out that, to clone that repo, to make a fork, to fork that repo, and then to launch Codespaces with your own repo so that you can work on ejabberd code and even patch it and propose PR, pull request. So let me show you how it feels. So first, I will create a new code space, and then here is what happening. What is happening? It will just check out a Docker image that will be used for the development. So I've been using a Microsoft Elixir base. No, I'm using a Microsoft tool on top of standard GitHub Elixir image, standard Docker Elixir image. So I have the Elixir image. I have installed a lot of development tools, extra tools, and related to Visual Studio Code as well. And I made a new Docker image so that I don't have to pay the price to rebuild the image each time I want to launch a new code space. And here we are. So we have checked out ejabberd. We have access to all the code of ejabberd in the master branch because I started that code space from the master branch. And I have installed, so here is a dev container. I defined that I want to have as a default installed on the Docker image, install the Erlang extension for Visual Studio Code and install the Elixir language server extension for Visual Studio Code. So it will be installed as default by Codespaces inside the Docker image that is running on the server. So it means that I have syntax highlighting and such for Erlang module and Elixir module. So this is really nice, and I can modify it, build it, and just work with Erlang, ejabberd, and build everything right from my browser. Nothing installed here. It's just Safari running GitHub on Safari running GitHub Codespaces inside my browser. So that's really cool. There is a few interesting features like that one, which basically allow you to access pull request. So you can click on a pull request, see all the change related to that pull request. You can see the description, you can decide to merge it, you can see the patches, and of course you can also decide that you want to check out that pull request and work directly on that pull request and maybe modify it and provide changes and so on. And you can not only work on pull requests, but you can also check out your issue and your created issue, and you can create from there directly, start working on that issue, checking out a topic branch for that issue. So this helps you directly in your browser to fix stuff in ejabberd and of course to build it also, to test it. So let me show you how. So I can open the terminal. I can just do the standard stuff. So I will run autogen. So it will generate the configure file and so on. I will run the configure file. And then I will simply make ejabberd. And I have nothing installed on on that laptop related to Erlang or anything. Everything is in that Docker image running in the cloud, and I'm just in a web browser. I think this is really amazing. This is really amazing, and it is going to change radically when it's released to everyone. I think Codespaces is going to change radically how we work on open source software, and I expect it will change the number of patches, the number of contribution people will see in project, because people are not familiar with Erlang. They may not want to install an Erlang environment, and they may want just to explore the code and start poking and trying stuff around, and with just a click on a button they can start playing with ejabberd and basically just experiment. So this is really amazing. One of the things is that when I will run ejabberd from that Docker image, Codespaces will expose a few of the ports so that you can access it from your laptop, from your local environment. A few caveats, however, is that it's made for web developers, so it will expect. So let me cp ejabberd.yml example and make it the standard config file, and I will run it l.pa ebin -pa depth /star/ebin, and I will start ejabberd. And here I am. ejabberd is started. So you will see a few strange things in the log, because Codespaces will try to connect on all the forwarded ports that you see here. So MQTT, XMPP, client to server, C2S, and so on. But they are exposed as HTTP port. So if you want to connect to it on using a standard client, XMPP client, what you will have to do is simply use that address and connect on port, basically on port 80. So this is one of the caveats, because they are not yet aware that there is all other protocol that HTTP that you may want to work with Codespaces, but know that it will come. So, well, here is it. You have ejabberd. You can, let me go back to the terminal. You can type Erlang command, so you can try ejabberd. Try register, and you can try registering a user. Test for localhost. And with a password which will be test pass. Let me get right. And here I am. I have created a user, and using the port 80 on the endpoint I've shown here, I could be able to, with that environment process one ejabberd AR6W95222 git preview.dev, you should be able to connect on port 80 and with an XMPP client. So I tried that, and I got it working. So this is really, really amazing. So one other thing to note is that you can also, let me try modify that. I see some changes here. Let me save that file. And I see that I have some changes. I can stage those changes and commit it right from my browser and push it to a branch. So, well, this is really really cool, really amazing. So yes, I hope a lot of users will get that feature very soon. I will do more video on that. And yes, I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, that it. I hope also it will help you contribute to ejabberd as well. So cheers. See you later.